Cool. Yes. Great. Yay. We are live on YouTube too. That's amazing. Cool. So I was just saying to the guys on Instagram, and anybody who joins on YouTube, anybody who's coming online at any point, you may want a block or two. You may want a blanket. Why not? So yeah, we'll need a block or two ideally. If you don't have any blocks, you can grab, to be honest, even grab a couple of pillows or cushions or kind of a block-sized book or something if that exists. And if not, do not worry. We can do this whole practice without any props, but if you do have just a block or two or a blanket, you all need blankets. Or if you have a bolster by some miracle, I know some people have bolsters in their houses who aren't yoga teachers. If that's you, grab one. So yeah, we're going to practice really restorative, chilled out, relaxing yoga this morning. So yes, good morning, good morning. As always, looking at two cameras. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know who's watching. Let me know how you're doing. Check in. And yeah, just let me know what's been going on for you. I know now that we have a little bit of a new guidelines, new legislation in the sense that we are now all staying at home as best as we can. And that is our opportunity now to really amp up our self-care, to make sure that our routines are really solid, all these things that we've been talking about the last few days. Give ourselves space to rest and to talk to people. I think right now, yeah, we all need to talk about how we're feeling, how we're doing, and what's coming up for us. So give yourself the space to talk, whether it's on the phone or to the people in your house or FaceTime or Zoom. I think Zoom's hit the jackpot. So yeah, let me know how you're doing, and if you need anything from me as well, let me know if I can help you in any way. I'm here to hold space for you all. So yeah, just checking in. Let me know what's going on for you. I'm just going to have a look just before we get started. Hi, Zach. Great to see you. Oh no, see you. How you doing? Hope you are doing well. And yeah, get everybody in your house involved in this. Yes. It's Keely, right? Yeah, Keely on Instagram says, "This is the opportunity to dig deep," said Eckhart Tolle. Love Eckhart Tolle. So nice work quoting him. He is a legend of an author. If you guys haven't read The Power of Now, I would definitely recommend you go and grab that book, download that book on your Kindle if you have it. It's amazing. It's life-changing, isn't it? So yeah, this is the opportunity to dig deep. And how? We're going to use that as a theme for this class this morning. Let's go with that. I was planning on doing a really restorative practice today with you guys. Even though it's the morning, I also think it's time to slow down and dig deep and look after ourselves. So just a little bit of a reinforcement, a repetition for those of you who didn't join right at the beginning. If you have a mat, grab a mat, or if you're on a carpet or on a rug or in bed, that's fine too. But I'd also recommend if you have one or two blocks, they may really benefit you. If you have a blanket, grab a blanket, because we're going to get super cozy and super chill. Yeah, but yes, absolutely. I love that quote. Oh, that's amazing. I just adore Eckhart Tolle. And so yeah, we're going to dig deep in this practice. With my coaching clients, on that note for a moment, I often talk about the need to deepen our well and the need to fill our well. So, so when we deepen our well, this is an opportunity for us to kind of challenge ourselves, to get out of our comfort zone, to try new things, whether it's learning a new language, whether it's trying something new, whether it's, whether it's trying a new yoga class or trying a new movement class or going somewhere different or speaking to somebody different. That's our opportunity to challenge ourselves, to get out of our comfort zone, to dig our well, right? To dig a little bit deeper. But we also are offered the opportunity to deepen our well. And I think that's really, really important right now, the sense of deepening. No, sorry, filling our well. It's morning. So filling our well will be the nourishing practices. So we want to keep our well full, right? So we talk a lot about filling our own cup first, about looking after ourselves, nourishing ourselves. And then this concept, our idea of filling our well, can be things like resting, can be restorative yoga, like we're going to move into very shortly, can be meditating, can be reading a book, slowing down, these kind of slow, cathartic, soul-filling practices. Those are our filling our well. But when we fill our well, we also have the opportunity to deepen our well, so we get like a really deep, full well. That's what we're always aiming for, right? And yeah, so although right now things are really challenging, I think this is a perfect time to really focus on filling our well. So we dig deep and we fill, we nourish ourselves, we rest, we talk, we chill out, we read books, we listen to chill out music, we watch the sunset, anything like that. And this yoga practice that we're going to be moving into right about now is all about slowness. We're going to spend the majority of this time today on our mats. And with that in mind, let's get ourselves really comfortable, okay? Let's all make our way over to the mat, kind of shuffling over the floor right here. If you're on your mat already, then great. If you're not, just find a space where you can lie down regardless. So we're all going to make our way down to our backs. And we're going to spend probably the entirety of this time either lying down or seated. It's going to be really, really nourishing, really nurturing. I find that when things change, things are a bit different right now. Our mind has a tendency to, again, like I said, probably every day, our mind has a tendency to go into overdrive. And this can sometimes come up in our body if we feel physically tense or achy or sore, or we're noticing that energy levels are really kind of wired or really tired or both. So I hope that this class, this next hour or however long we've got left here today, will help us to really slow down. So find a space that feels really comfortable for you on your back. I know that if we have any discomfort in our lower back, sometimes feel better to bend our knees and place the soles of your feet to the mat. From there, you can knock your knees in the middle. I'll kind of show you what I mean. So feet wide, knees together. If you feel comfortable with your legs straight out, then just relaxing, extending your legs long. Wherever we are, our feet can be wide. And if our legs are straight, just allow your toes to kind of flop out either side. So we relax the legs into the hips. And we'll all starfish a little bit, so just bring your arms wider away from your sides. Then perhaps you'll automatically choose. And you can close down your eyes if you haven't already. Whatever feels better for you, you can just maintain a really soft gaze up towards the ceiling, not really thinking about fixing your gaze on anything, just really relaxing your eyes. And we're starting with a Shavasana. Starting with a relaxation. I'm just going to give ourselves all the space just to let our body relax. Take a few deeper breaths. Continuing our journey that we've been moving through into deepening our breath. So we're really focusing on diaphragmatic breathing. So really feeling your belly rise as you breathe in. Belly falls as you breathe out. Use this concept to allow your breath to ease. And your body to relax. See how relaxed you can get right here. Your tummy is gurgling right now. Mine is actually in this moment. It can often be because we're starting to relax, moving out of our fight or flight nervous system response and into more of a relaxed rest and digest response. There's nothing you need to be doing right now. All I invite you to do is just find some stillness, some quiet. Just breathe. Help us relax and feel at ease. And when our body feels relaxed, our minds can feel relaxed. And vice versa too. The mind feels relaxed, and our body can relax. We can achieve this again just with our breath. That said, if we're struggling with quite a lot of overwhelm or stress or anxiety right now, it can be really challenging to take some deeper breaths and to allow our breath to help us relax. And if that's you in this moment, that is okay. You may want to place your hands on the outside of your ribs if you're happy to. Just enjoy some deeper breaths by expanding our ribs outwards as we breathe in. And then drawing everything towards the midline as we breathe out. Just ribs contract inwards. So wherever we are, we're just taking some really full breaths. We'll move into our usual meditation right here. The meditation you'll be working through, practicing every morning. Your hands can be on your ribcage. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand just below your belly button. Or if you prefer to keep your hands down by your side, that is cool too. Really starting to notice the breath. So our hands literally moving as we breathe. Expanding with every breath in. And falling with every breath out. Relaxing, softening. Doing a gentle body scan. We'll do a longer one later. But just right now, checking in with yourself, moving from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Observing which parts of your body feel tense. Which parts of your body feel relaxed. And with every breath out, I want us to relax as best as we can the whole of our body. This act of letting go of any tension as best as we can. Feel the whole of your back body get really grounded, really heavy. Releasing the weight of the back of your head. And all of the thoughts, the stories, the emotions that you're feeling. Let them all melt into the mat or into the earth. Relax the shoulders. And drape heavy, open down towards the mat. Chest and belly relax as we breathe. Checking in with your hips and your legs. See if you can just find a little bit of softness, relaxation, releasing tension through here. Ask yourself. You're welcome to place one hand on across your forehead as we have been doing the last week, if that feels good. Or you can keep your hands where they are and just keep your eyes closed. Just checking in with yourself, asking yourself, what do you need? How can you best serve yourself this morning? And what you can do to help serve others. Beautiful. Well, from here, just start to, as slowly as you can, just turn your head side to side. Gently releasing tension through the back of the neck. You can roll out your wrists, wiggle your fingers, your toes, roll out your ankles if that feels good to you. That's as far as we're going to go in terms of dynamic movement today. Just this right here, the simple act of rolling out through our peripheral joints, wrists. You can even bend and straighten your elbows, ankles. You can do the same with your knees. And there's all of us together. Let's bring our knees in towards our chest. Hands can find your shins. And just spend a couple of breaths straight here. Maybe have a gentle rock side to side. And the name of the game this morning is slow. Recuperation, restore. Thinking about how slowly we can move and how much we can relax. And hey, if you do have the blanket, if you did manage to grab one, you're welcome just to wrap yourself up in it for the entirety of this practice. It can be really nice just to relax, feel cozy, like we're making ourselves a little den. Cool. So from here, just keep our right knee in, but straighten our left leg all the way out in front of us down to the mat. So your left heel will be all the way down. Draw that right knee slightly to the right. So it's more coming in towards your right underarm than in towards your chest. But we're still keeping the knee really bent. You can again point or flex your foot, roll out your ankle, whatever feels good. And if your knee feels more comfortable with your hands at the back of your thigh rather than on top of your shin, that is all good too. Applying almost a little bit of pressure, compression to that right hip joint just now. Just knowing that when we release this, we're just going to be allowing that joint to be immersed in all the nutrients, oxygen, everything that it needs. Okay. Slowly straighten that right leg up. If this feels like too much for you, keep the knees bent as you want. Again, the name of the game is slow and relaxation today. So find a space that feels good for you. And point or flex your toes or roll out your ankle. And just be here for maybe 3 more breaths. So remembering slow and steady breath. Use our breath to help us relax. Take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, bend back into your right knee. Good. Left knee in to meet your right. We'll simply switch sides, right leg all the way out to the mat in front of you. And left knee draws in slightly wide of your ribcage and more in towards your left underarm. And keep your eyes closed if that feels good. Finding peace within ourselves as best as we can. Slowly again, straightening or drawing that left leg up. If you need to keep the knee bent, if that feels comfortable, then absolutely stay there. Whatever feels good for you this morning. Whatever you feel like you need. You can point your toes, you can flex your foot, you can roll out your ankles. Do what you need to do. A little bit of freedom through the joints. Less intense of a stretch to the back of our leg. Long breath in. Exhale, release, bend your left knee. Bring the right leg in to meet the left. Hands to your knees or to your shins, and just have a gentle rock once again, side to side. I find that we can access this sense of restorative practices, a sense of ease and relaxation, when we have maybe started with some gentle movement. All right. And from here now, place the soles of our feet to the mat. Again, you're welcome to keep a blanket over you if you have one available. If you feel like you need a little extra coziness. And we're going to either grab our 2 blocks or our 2 couch pillows or cushions or whatever we have. We need to place our equipment, whatever that might be, either side of our mat, about in line with our knees or our thighs, somewhere kind of in between that. Soles of your feet come to touch. Hip cracks. And then let your knees fall out really wide. You may want to adjust the blocks. You can feel really supported to have them on their max height. Sometimes if you feel a bit tight to the inner hips. You have couch pillows and stack them up as much as you need until you can really feel like you're resting your knees on something. So our knees feel supported. So our soles of our feet are connected in the middle of our mat. And our knees are wide, creating almost a diamond shape with our legs. If you don't have any support, then do not worry. I just find this pose can be really super relaxing when we do have support. But if you have quite a lot of flexibility through your inner thighs, or if you do just want a bit of a stretch, then you don't need any pillows or blocks or anything. So with our legs, just as they are, we're going to pause here for maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe even a little bit longer. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower belly. Or if it feels more comfortable and able for you to relax, just relax your arms out wide. Close down your eyes. Or look at nothing in particular if you prefer to keep them open. And breathe. I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes. This will be your chance to get a little bit quiet too. Just all gonna lie here, rest here, and breathe. See if you need to relax your face, your jaw, your shoulders. You need to adjust the props underneath your legs. Or whether this is feeling really intense for you right now. You might feel better with your legs straight out. Wherever you are, make sure you can relax. Just pause there for another 5 breaths. Maybe this is your invitation to refocus on the breath. When you next breathe in, bring your hands to the outsides of your legs. If your legs are still in this diamond shape, Supta Baddha Konasana, you can just bring your hands, use your hands to help your knees all the way back into center. moving your blocks or your cushions out the way. Not completely out the way, but just enough so that they won't be near your leg. Once again, bring our knees in towards our chest. And have that gentle rock side to side. You can roll out your lower back. All the way through, even down towards your tailbone, the back of your pelvis. We'll move into a really restorative spinal twist. Before we do that, we're just going to have a little bit of movement before we move all the way into stillness again. Let's bring our arms out wide. So they're about shoulder height. So right arm in line with your right shoulder towards the right. And vice versa with your left. Let's keep our knees bent and the soles of our feet to the mat. Those of you guys who come to my classes or also my private clients, you'll know that I often love to teach and move through this. So let's go and take a deep breath in right where we are. And as we exhale, allow both knees slow as you can to fall towards the right. So your feet will stay in the same place, although you may come onto the inner or outer edge of them. Allow your knees to fall all the way down towards the right hand side. As we breathe in, again, slow motion, like you're moving through treacle, let's bring our knees all the way back up towards the ceiling. Soles of feet reground. As we breathe out, knees can fall towards the left. If slow and steady wins the race. Let's just see how slow we can move. Back through center, breathe in. Breathing out to the right. Breathing in back through center. And exhaling to the left. Let the movement be guided by your breath. Inhale back through center. And this time, as you breathe out, knees to the right, and they will pause, staying on the right. You can look over your left shoulder if that feels good. Settling into the shape, this gentle twist. With our feet wide, just explore maybe how it feels to place your right foot on top of your left knee. The outer ankle of the right foot will be placed on top of the outside of your left knee. That feels a little bit too much for your back or your hips. Do not worry, you can place that right foot back down. So we'll find in a space, a shape that feels good for us. A place where we can breathe and relax completely. Let go of anything you're holding on to. If you want to place a cushion or a block underneath that right knee, you're welcome to. Three more breaths in. Deep breath in. Relax your right foot down to the mat as you breathe out. Come all the way back up on the inhale, knees back up through center. And as you breathe out, knees can fall towards the left. Looking over your right shoulder if that feels good for your neck. Again, if it feels good on this side too, you're welcome to place your left foot on top of your right knee. And close down your eyes. Enjoy a few breaths. Just let the backs of both shoulders really get heavy. Also that your upper back is almost flat down to the mat. Body relaxed. Not holding on to any tension. And you can grab pillows, cushions, or blocks for your knees if you want some support. Take 3 more breaths right here. Whenever you next breathe out, to release your left foot if it is lifted. Come back through center, knees up towards the ceiling. Gaze along with them. And as we breathe out, draw your knees in towards your chest. Hands can find your shins or your knees. And gentle reset, rock side to side. So although I normally in my practice in my mornings, I tend to move quite a lot. Quite dynamic, quite powerful. I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying just relaxing and slowing down right here, right now. We'll roll all the way over onto our right side into fetal pose. Your right arm can act as a pillow for your right ear if you wish. And just pause here for a couple of moments. Eyes can stay closed, knees bent, spiny fetal pose. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you. And the support that you are giving yourself through your practice. Let's press up into our left hand. Come all the way up to seated. And in seated, we're actually going to find that same diamond / butterfly shape with our legs. The soles of your feet touching, and knees wide. If you want or need to grab blocks for the outsides of your knees, or cushions, stack them up. Maybe couch pillows if you prefer, or have them. Make sure that we're comfortable. So the blocks can be, they can be underneath your knees, or they can also be underneath your thighs. That can sometimes give us a little bit of support. So making sure they do feel supportive and not like the edges of the blocks are digging in. I'm probably going to put my blocks to the side, but they're yours. They're there. Yours are there for you if you need them. Let's take a deep breath in and sit up tall as you roll your shoulders back. Now as you breathe out, we're going to round forwards. You can take hold of your feet with your hands if that feels comfortable for your shoulders. You can just relax your hands, maybe even forearms underneath your legs if that feels more comfortable. We're not aiming to be active in this pose. We're not trying to force our way down. Instead, we're just letting our head hang heavy, our shoulders round. And also your legs relax. So we're not trying to achieve any particular shape in this pose. And maybe we can normally, bring our forehead down to our toes, but we're not aiming for that today. And that's what happens when you just completely passively relax, if you have that mobility, that flexibility through your hips. Round through your back body. You may feel good to shake your head a couple of times to release through the neck. You can wiggle out your jaw if you feel like you're holding on to tension there. Or nod your head if that feels good to you. 3 more breaths just in this pose. Slowly walking your hands all the way back in towards your hips as you roll all the way up through the spine, shoulders above your heads. Do a little bit of stretching through the back body and the shoulders now. You can either stay here in butterfly legs, or you can cross your legs to any other position that feels good for you. Okay, interlace our fingers. And place our hands on just behind our head, so on the back of our head, that is. You should be able to feel almost a ridge, and just a few inches above where your neck begins. I want you just to rest your hands there. Bring your elbows in towards your temples, and your chin in towards your chest. Now, if you've been getting some tension through your neck or your shoulders or your back, this may feel quite intense already. We're just going to pause here. So allow our arms to relax completely. So we're not trying to, just going to come up so you guys can hear me a little bit more clearly. So we're not trying to push ourselves down with our hands. Our arms or our shoulders aren't really trying to achieve anything. Instead, just allow the weight of your arms on your head to start to round you in a little bit deeper. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Having this idea of rounding inwards rather than forwards. So you're almost trying to bring your elbows towards your ribs. You're not trying to achieve anything. Just allowing this rounding forwards to organically happen. And this can be really intense. In case that is you, it's definitely me right now. You may feel this through the back of your head, through the back of your neck, your shoulders, your upper back, or even down towards your lower back. See if you can breathe in on the left
creating space through the back body. So it may also feel good to breathe through the back body. Inflating through the backs of your lungs, for your back body always expand as you breathe in. Contract as you breathe out, just melt. Let's take maybe just 2 or 3 more breaths here. Slowly bring your hands to your temples or your thumbs towards your jaw. And help your head all the way back up. Just roll out your head and shake your head, nod your head, release through the neck. Maybe just do some shoulder rolls if that feels good to you. I know that that can be really intense for a lot of us, including myself. Just have a bit of movement, a bit of ease through your upper body, through the back body especially. Cool. So from here, we're going to move into a few minutes of a back bend. This may be where we grab our blocks, again, if we have them. If you don't have blocks, I will show you what to do. In fact, I'll show you guys who don't have blocks how we're going to move instead, and then I'll demonstrate what we do if we do have the blocks. Because I'm going to imagine that most of us probably don't have blocks in our house, and again, unless we're yoga teachers, and then we just have blocks everywhere. So if we don't have blocks, we're going to lie all the way down to our back. You can keep your legs straight, or you can cross your legs, whatever feels comfortable for your hips. Keep your arms down by your sides, and you can keep the palms down. You're going to start now to keep the hips down. You're going to arch through the back until you find the crown of your head. Wiggle your hands underneath you so your forearms are supporting you. You may be your hands might be underneath your butt, or they may be a little bit lower. See how long your arms are. But I want your forearms to really be supporting you here. There's little to no weight in your head. The whole of your spine is arched. Just make sure that you feel comfortable. And your legs can be straight or they can be crossed. See what feels good for you. Thinking about opening up through the front body, through the heart, through the fronts of the shoulders. I'm just going to pause there for a few moments if you don't have blocks. So when you do feel like you are starting to not relax in that pose, then you can welcome just to shift out so you're lying back down onto your back body. For those of us who do have blocks, I'm going to place our blocks a little bit like this. So depending on how stiff your upper back feels right now, you may want to have both blocks on the lowest height. You've got a little bit of space in your upper back. You may want to place the block nearest you on its medium height. I'm going to start to lie back. The first block we'll come to, the one that might be on its medium height, you want to place just underneath your shoulder blades. And then the other block will act as a pillow for your head, which is where if you only have one block, you may want to grab some actual pillows for your head. Make sure that you feel comfortable. Again, legs can be crossed or legs can be straight. We're just going to linger here for just as long as you feel comfortable. I'm going to suggest another 5 breaths. But if you want less time, then come out whenever you feel like you need. This heart opener can actually really help us to unravel some of this tension a lot of us may be experiencing through the front body. Back bends are often called heart openers because they literally do open and expand our front body. So if you've been feeling a little bit of tension through the chest, through the sternum, if you find it a little bit harder to breathe through the front, this can really help us to have a bit more freedom, a little bit more space through our chest and the fronts of our shoulders. Take just one more breath wherever we are. And gently, we're all going to make our way up to seated once again. You probably will want to use your forearms, your elbows to help you up. And once we arrive, bend generously into your knees, just round forwards. Whether your legs are crossed or your knees are bent like this, find a place where you can just relax forwards, rounding through the spine, not thinking so much about a long back or a back bend, or thinking more instead about rounding. Slowly making your way all the way up. We've got just a couple more minutes. And in these couple of minutes, you have the option of either lying all the way back down or staying seated. I'm going to find a little bit of time just to breathe. Good. So you can close your eyes if you're lying down or seated. Or as always, just not looking at anything in particular. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower belly. Let's take a few breaths right where we are. Relax the shoulders. Relax the face. Let the arms get heavy. And the legs. Breathe it into your hands. Pay attention to how you feel now, compared with maybe an hour ago. You have a feeling that you wish to cultivate today. Whether you want to find calm or peace or love. Whatever kind of feeling you want to explore and create for yourself today. I invite you to make this just a bit of a mantra as we breathe just a few more times here. For example, breathing in, you're repeating to yourself, I am calm. And as you breathe out, maybe again, I am calm. Keep breathing. Keep repeating this mantra, this positive affirmation, whether it's out loud or in your head. And if you prefer just to breathe and just enjoy some quiet.
Gently relax both hands by your sides or onto your lap. Check in with yourself. See how you're feeling, how your body feels, your mind, your breath. And just explore how you want to feel today. Whatever came up for you in our intention setting at the beginning, what your intuition was asking you for. Commit to doing something really good for yourself today. Maybe something really good for somebody else. Whenever you feel ready, you can gently blink open the eyes. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Just pause for a moment with our palms connected. Lift your heart to meet your thumbs as you press your thumbs into your sternum. Take a moment to give yourself thanks for doing something really gentle and nourishing for yourself this morning. And give thanks to everybody else who's sharing this space in this live stream right now. Thank you all so much. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. If anybody has any feedback about what you'd like, is it more yoga? Is it more conversation? Is it more breath? Is it more meditation? Let me know. On Instagram, just drop into my DMs and let me know how you're feeling, anything that you need. Thank you, guys. And everybody on YouTube, just keep me posted. And again, just check in. My email is justtali@theyogatransformative.com. I'll pop my website into the description of this when I upload this too. So yeah, just let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you need. And if there's any way that I can help you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.